Hi everybody, hi Tamar. So, we're talking about Sansa in Game of Thrones Season 6, right? The last that we've seen Sansa in Season 5, she was repeatedly raped by Ramsay Bolton.
It's not rape. She was married to him, and you have to understand this is a medieval world, and the concept of rape is not the same as you use it today. So that's anachronistic of
And
you
then
to say
she
it.
jumped off the walls of Winterfell with Theon into the snow. So what will we see from Sansa in Season 6?
Let's understand something about Sansa.
Okay.
She's like the archetypical lord's daughter, rich, spoiled, playing with
Right.
Barbies, aspiring to be a queen.
To fulfill her purpose, her feminine purpose of a daughter, right?
But she's a pawn in the politics of the Game of Thrones.
Okay.
Like a
Right.
card, a pawn,
Right.
a card, a pawn, you know.
Etc. She's not only a pawn, she drank the Kool-Aid and she believes that being a pawn is the best thing that could have happened to her initially in the story. Right?
She internalized her subjugation. Yeah. Yeah. The white man
Oppression.
oppression.
Right.
Yeah. Yes, that's it. She's very naive. She starts the story, like we said, like playing with dolls and want to marry and pretty
Right.
babies.
And she's romantic. She thinks her prince will come on a white horse, whatever.
And beautiful,
So everything will be fine.
yeah, and everyone is nice to me because people are very nice. But
In comes reality. Hello.
and reality like chops off bit by bit all of the fantasy that
Her fantasy.
yeah, the fantasy element of the story was taken away from her
Right.
from the beginning.
Or direwolf.
Yeah,
Right.
she is becoming stronger by the season. She
Right.
has an ability to learn, and
That's very important.
she learns from the best.
Right.
Even Tyrion, the very perceptive Tyrion, says in the second season, Sansa, you will outlive us all. Because he noticed that she becomes a politician, like saying the politically correct thing you need to say in order to survive politically, which in the
Right.
Game of Thrones is surviving, like,
Right.
literally.
So you think she's become a politician?
She has to lie, she has to wear a lot of hats,
Right.
like put on this queen hat and this princess hat and this damsel in distress hat and
Right.
this beloved wife, beloved
And
fiance
has to
hat.
put her best face forward.
She doesn't talk about her feelings, you know, she's
Right.
very kept inside.
Right.
Like the way she opens up towards Marjorie in the fourth or third season is like she's doing that with alertness.
Right.
Like
She's
she
taking
knows
a leap of faith.
exactly. She knows it's something you don't need to do.
Right.
So she has very, very sharp political senses.
Okay, so basically, what do you see that playing out in Season 6 going forward?
I see her as a character that needs to usher in a new era, a new political era in the Seven Kingdoms
Wow.
/ Westeros.
That's a big role to play.
She will be the ultimate winner of the Game of Thrones. I see a lot of similarities between her and Elizabeth. Both of them have red hair.
Oh.
And that's it. That's enough for me.
Okay.
They are the daughters of traitors. They were both a political tool, a political pawn, but learned from the best.
From a mentor?
And Elizabeth, even if it was only political, she stayed a virgin. Not only in the literal sense, but like this image of a virgin queen, like this pure Mary type, Mary Mother of Christ type figure.
And that fits Sansa very well.
And Elizabeth was basically married to England, to the kingdom.
Okay, so if we go by this bold prediction, so Sansa has to be on her way up in Season 6.
Yeah.
There's no two ways about it. We are positively sure you can take that to the bank. During this season, she will be on her way up.
Yeah, she has to be.
After she hit rock bottom with Ramsay fucking raping her.
They're married.
We've seen pictures of Sansa in Season 6, and it seems that she has a little bit belly showing, so maybe she's pregnant with Ramsay's child.
So
This is very dramatic.
very dramatic, in contrast to the last season, that she was used and got impregnated by this abusive
Monster.
bastard monster.
Right.
So it will be a great conflict that from her own personal choice,
Right.
she will say, I will not give birth to this monstrous child.
Right.
And
It's like he infected her with a disease.
Yeah, yeah.
It's very dramatic.
And I can see this scene plays out of her with some help performing an abortion.
An abortion? It's very dramatic. It's very dramatic. But if her baby is showing, it must be, I don't know, 15, 20 weeks in.
So it's still her personal choice. And you don't have any right to tell her what to do with the body.
Okay, so maybe after this abortion, she will become barren, and then in some way she can be the Virgin Queen Elizabeth because she will no longer be able to produce heirs.
Or maybe she also will have trouble with sexuality, like with sex.
Right.
Like this trauma of sex, because
Right.
her first time was so different from her expectation towards this act, like doing it with the beautiful knight prince or whatever.
Right.
Instead, she does it with a monster in her place of when she grew
safe
up,
place.
in her
It's
safe
her
place.
home.
Yeah. So that could create a lot of personal problem.
But it could also harden her and make her more ready and more bold and more fierce because I don't know, I think she will become fierce very soon. So last season there was a lot of backlash for the black wedding, and these people said that it's sexist. A lot of other people also said that it's sexist. So maybe Dan and Dave, they, with a capital T, with a small, like a lowercase t, okay, they will redeem themselves also as storytellers, because if she's pregnant and she has to go on abortion in order to develop her character, this actually justifies story-wise her being raped, if they do it well. And if they put in prime time television, in the most popular television show in history, a woman performing an abortion rightfully, and the viewers will agree, that's a very strong political statement.
Yeah, so we can create totally different hype about Sansa for the upcoming season.
Right. Maybe all the people who stopped watching the show because of the rape, maybe a lot of them will come back.
Because of the abortion.
Because people love abortion.
A great way to liberate Sansa is first getting her raped and then having her make an abortion. Great storytelling, Dan and Dave.
So I think that after the abortion, maybe, I don't know, she will have the Umbers on her side, right?
Umbers are allies
to the Starks,
yeah.
Right? And she will rally them and their soldiers and head to Winterfell. Just as the Boltons exit Winterfell to fight against the army of the Vale, I think she will take over Winterfell this season. This is my book.
Okay, interesting. Maybe I don't see it. Maybe, but.
Okay, so now try to visualize this. I see like Sansa's final scene this season. Close your eyes. Don't close your eyes. You have to keep watching. Okay, you see Littlefinger walking into the throne room in Winterfell. You can see his steps. Then he sees Sansa sitting on the Winterfell throne with Brienne by her side as a queen's guard, and Sansa in a position of power, meeting again the man who sent her to Ramsay Bolton, to this sadistic psychopath. And she plays the game in a way that he doesn't see that she has changed and the dynamics between them have changed. If you have a different notion of what will happen to Sansa in season 6, be sure to mention in the comments. If you enjoy our videos and would like to support us, you can go to our Patreon page in the description. We have a lot of extra content for patrons. We have an extra Q&A for patrons. We have a video series dedicated only for patrons.
And if for some reason you haven't seen our most popular Sansa video,
Here.
of us talking about Sansa becoming queen,
Subscribe to get our next videos, and we'll see you all next time. Bye, everybody!